My name's Aaron Massey and welcome back to another episode of Homeschooled. For today's episode, I'm going to show you how you can replace a traditional water spigot with a sleek, new, modern alternative. The outdoor spigot hasn't changed much in about 100 years since the advent of indoor plumbing. The problem with these is that they protrude outside the house, and in freezing climates, they can be difficult to drain, so they often freeze and break in winter months. Not only that, but it's also common for your hose to leak around them when you thread it on, which can get a little annoying. So today I'm going to show you how you can replace a classic spigot with a sleek, new, modern take called the House Hydrant from Aquor Water Systems. I rate these projects by how many F-bombs you're likely to drop while tackling the project. This one is pretty easy. So the first step is to shut off the water to the line. This line doesn't have a shutoff valve on it, so I have to shut the water off at the main line. I'll be adding a new shutoff for this particular spigot later on. Next, I'm going to open the valve and drain any water remaining in the line. From there, I'm using a pipe cutter to cut the supply line in the area that I'm working on. Now, the exact location isn't super important for this. I just want to make sure I cut it back far enough that I have the ability to work. From there, I'm adding in a new shutoff valve for the water line for the new hose bib. These shark bite fittings make it super DIY friendly, and they just slide right over the existing copper water lines and snap in place. Once installed, you could shut the valve off here and turn the water back on for the rest of the house if you want to, but I'll just leave it off for the time being. Next, let's take a look at the components that come with the new house hydrant. Now, full disclosure, Aquor did send me this house hydrant to install and review after I came across their product online and reached out to them to test it out. So in the box comes with mounting instructions, accessory book, a removable faucet, a cover plate, and the house hydrant itself. Aquor also supplied me with a chrome cover plate, a separate removable faucet, and a hose. So the first thing I'm going to do is to install a mounting block to the side of the house. This is recommended by the manufacturer to ensure that we have a 90-degree mounting surface. And before I can install it, I'm going to add a small piece of 2x6 to the inside block to act as a backer. Next, I'm mocking up the mounting location sticker and pre-drilling the block with the hole saw. In this case, I want to move the location up slightly from where the old location was, so I have more room to install the siding around it later on. It will still pass through the rim joist into the basement on this house, so I mock up the new location for the block, and I use an 1.5-inch hole saw on my drill to drill out the new hole. Once the hole is drilled, I'm using some roofing nails to hold the mount in place. Next, I'll go back inside and mount a small piece of PEX piping to the newly installed shutoff valve and feed it so it reaches out the hole. Aquor recommends a little extra piping because it'll allow me to easily remove the hose bib later on if I ever need to do any service or maintenance on it. From there, I'm adding a threaded PEX adapter to the end of the house hydrant using some thread tape and pipe thread compound. And then finally, I'll use a PEX clamping tool and a clamp to secure the house hydrant to the new PEX line, slide it back into the wall, and install it with the mounting screws. Once installed, the last thing to do is turn the water back on, check for any leaks, and test it out. What's cool about this product is that the handle goes right into the wall, threads into place, and you can control the water right on the handle itself. I should mention that it does take some getting used to ensure that the handle is seated in there properly before twisting it into place. Now, obviously in this case, I didn't have any siding on originally, so it was easy for me to redo the siding around it. If you have existing siding, it might take a little bit more work to get this installed, but it's still a relatively easy project. Once you're done, remove the handle and the excess water drains from the line, so you never have to worry about it freezing, and the cap covers it so it looks relatively seamless for the next time. So that's it for this project. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new, or at least introduce you to a new product that you might not have been familiar with. I want to say a quick thank you to Aquor Water Systems for sending over this house hydrant for me to install. And if you're interested in checking it out and seeing all their options, I'll leave a link down below where you guys can check them out. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and leave me a comment down below and let me know. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of the new content I put out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.